Red vs. Blue Season 15, Episode 19, Red vs. Red. Looks like we are going with the theme song has officially released. So let me break it down for you. The Reds and Blues are in hot pursuit, but the Blues and Reds have defense missiles. They shoot down our heroes and Surge and Temple conversate. Now Surge says something here that raises an eyebrow. He says, "I think we should have eliminated," and then Temple cuts him off saying, "It seems like he'll get his wish," which I think is implying that someone is on that ship that they should have killed. Jax, I'm looking at you. I had my suspicions from the beginning and I hope I'm wrong, but if you're a traitor, ooh. Then again, Surge could just be referring to Doc since he's probably still with him. I would presume he is, but we'll see. So our heroes get out of the crashed ship. Lopez is there. I guess he was just on the ship. But instead of waiting around to be attacked by the enemy, they decide they will strike first. Griff gets hopped up on some drugs. Caboose ties some shoelaces together. Donut throws some grenades. Speaking of Donut, he is himself. He's not Cronut. He really was just being silent and not throwing grenades the right way for no reason, I guess. He throws the frag grenades correctly here, so let's just chalk that one up that he was having an off day. Tucker and Carolina are shooting people, and Sergeant Simmons are in a warthog. Now I will say this probably has my favorite use of the green screen so far this season. They've been using it a lot, mainly for interviews and such, and it worked great because it felt different. But the green screen on Simmons on the warthog turret just worked a lot better because they were capable of staying on camera with him. I just think it was very logical and it looked really good. Anyway, Dylan gets a call back from the scientist guy who is super panicked because that machine that he said couldn't possibly work actually does work and they're all gonna die. This drill that everyone thought was a time machine but later were told that it was a drill is actually a time machine. But it's still a drill though. It opens up a wormhole through time to use for power, or something like that, I'm not too sure. Basically what he's saying is that you can't take power from the past because if that power never existed in the past, it can't exist in the future, causing a ripple through time that will kill them all. Plus the drill is just already gonna destroy the Earth, so there's no chance of survival. So the scientist pieces out to cope with death. Meanwhile, Lorenzo and Cronut jumped in a tank, which Tucker dealt with. So Lorenzo's head is off to oblivion, and Cronut is dead? He was in the tank when it exploded, so rest in peace, Cronut. So Dylan catches everyone up on the whole ordeal when the machine gets activated. End of episode, let's talk about it. Alright, time travel. Ooh, this topic. I will say that if there's one thing in Red vs. Blue I was never actually capable of understanding, it was the time travel. I didn't know if they time traveled, or if Church time traveled, or if it was all just a lie. And I'm gonna take Simmons' word on this and say that they just thought that they time traveled. As for Church, this is the part that confuses me. I get that Gamma or Gary's purpose in the early stages of splitting the Alpha was to run him through simulations to get him to break, essentially torturing the Alpha. So with Church's time travel, I can get that Gamma was running him through all these simulations again, and Church wasn't actually time traveling. However, the one thing that I don't understand with this logic that almost makes perfect sense is if none of it was real, how did Flowers really die? Because if Church never time traveled, Flowers never would have gotten the aspirin and wouldn't have died of a heart attack. That is the one detail that stops me from fully accepting that answer. If the true answer is Flowers just straight up died of a normal heart attack, no outside play, his body just had a heart attack out of the blue, then fans shouldn't be upset with Wash dying from a bullet to the neck. People are saying that's going out like a bitch. But just straight up dying from a normal heart attack out of the blue for someone like good old Cappy? You should be upset about that if anything. But that's my holdup with the time travel. I can accept that none of it ever happened, but there's a few holdups that I still have. Also, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you right now, I still have no idea what this machine does. I get that it's a drill, and it's a time machine, but is it a drill powered by time travel? They don't actually plan on time traveling, they just need the power for the drill? Or it's drilling a hole through time? Like, I still don't grasp it. What I'm presuming here is that they don't actually plan on traveling through time, they just need the power to destroy the world because Temple is angry. However, in this process, they are going to end up time traveling by accident somehow and then save Wash. That is my thought process right now as to where this is going. And here is how I think it could absolutely be ruined for me. If they consciously time travel and choose to go back to whatever moment in time they want to go and choose to save Wash that day, it'll ruin it for me. This is my problem with time travel. It's like, why just go back and save Wash? Why not go back and save Church as well? Why not stop Project Freelancer before it even became a thing? Kill the director before he starts it? Why not save Allison so then he won't even want to create Project Freelancer? Why not stop the Great War? Where does it end with time travel? That's my problem. It's all dependent on how this season decides to handle it. If it's by accident and it just so happens to be that day with Wash, you know, whatever, I'm fine with it. Then again, they may not even time travel. We're just gonna have to wait to find out. So, moral of the episode, time traveling drills, Newton's Law, arms are stronger than tanks, and rip Cronut, presumably. So with that said, be sure to let me know what you guys thought of the episode down in the comments, like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you're interested in more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video.